everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Level Story Plays through Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. Last episode, we made our way through Agrabah, and today I believe we're going to be heading over to revisit Monstro. But a few things before we begin. So, this is our 5th episode. 4 episodes have come out, and since recording those 4 episodes, a few things have occurred to me that I want to share with y'all to clarify a few things, because it seems that I made a few errors, and I just want to put it out there that I am aware of some of them, maybe not all of them, but some of them. So first, when you're in the field, like I am right now, and you hit something, sometimes it will give you, the green health orbs or the red orbs. And I was referring to the red orbs as card points, and it occurred to me the other day when I was recording that, oh shoot, that is very wrong. Those are not card points. Those are Moogle points, and you use them to buy stuff from the Moogle shop. So, sorry about that. Not that it's a huge deal, but, just wanted to throw that out there. And another thing that I realized while editing, because last episode was pretty rough, right? Agrabah was just a rough world in general. Throughout the whole world, I was struggling with enemies, and then I got to the boss and struggled even more. Like, that was a rough fight to watch, and part of it was, on me, right? Because, there were better choices could have been made, but also the fight was pretty bad. And as I was watching this while editing, something dawned on me that, oh shoot, I've been mixing up my boss deck with my regular enemy deck. What do I mean by that? So I clarified maybe in episode 1 or 2 that when I put these decks together, in a boss deck specifically, I will put 3 cards that add up to a slight, and then I will put a 0. That is wrong. That's actually for just regular battle. And I shouldn't say that's wrong for everybody, right? It's just wrong for my own standards. I don't know why I mixed that up, but I did. And so I just wanted to make a note of it. And I'm going to be reversing those those decks. So I will be using deck 2 in regular battle, and then deck 1 in bosses. So I'm probably going to tweak that at some point off camera to make sure everything is correct. But yeah, just wanted to throw that out there, because the thing is, it occurred to me that using slights in boss fights is not always the best, because boss fights are a little more specific and have less room for creativity, because when you do a sleight, say you have a sleight of 3 cards, 6, 7, 8, that 6 is gone for the rest of the fight, and that can really screw you, especially in a boss fight, because if you're struggling, you're not going to get that card back, and so you have less and less cards. So it's really not good to depend on sleights in my experience for a boss fight, especially because not only that, but you don't know how the boss is going to behave. Sliding dash definitely did not work for Jafar, right? 3 blizzards definitely did not work for Jafar, so it's stuff like that where that's more appropriate when you're in regular enemy fights, because there's a little more leeway, a little more room for being creative with your deck, and because the enemies are more varied, and less strict on what you have to do. So, not that that's a huge deal once again, but I just wanted to throw it out there. But anyway, let's continue through Chain of Memories. Who was that I remembered earlier? It wasn't Kairi. Was there someone else? What was her name again? I know it. It was... Sora, snap out of it. What? Get a move on. You want to find Riku and the King, don't you? Well, yeah. Darn. It was on the tip of my tongue. All right. What's on your mind, Sora? It's like you're in another world. Snap out of it. We've got to find the king and Riku. I'm trying, Donald, but this castle is trippy. I remember. There was another girl. What? Where? No. I mean on the islands where I used to live. Besides Kairi and Riku, there was one other girl I was friends with. The four of us used to play together all the time. Well, I'll be. I think that's the first time you've ever mentioned her. Yeah, I forgot all about her. I think she went away when I was still little. That's strange. Why are you remembering all that now? I'm not sure, but it's been coming back to me in pieces as we go through this castle. So what's her name? I don't remember. I feel kind of dumb. Here we are, saying we won't forget our friends. And I can't even remember her name. Sora? Well, there's no rush. Let's keep going. You're bound to remember it, just like the rest. I guess so. Alright, so let's save. Something or another is bound to make you remember your friend's name. Another friend, huh? Why didn't you mention her before? Donald, we just had this conversation. What are you saying? So yeah, mysterious that Sora remembered this other friend, and then of course we saw that other friend who I guess is somewhere in the castle, question mark? I'm interested to see where this is going, but also, like, again, I think there's a quiet horror to the story of Chain of Memories in the sense that, like, I don't know, it gives me sort of Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind vibes of just messing with somebody's memory and what that does to a person, and I'm curious how it is going to affect our trio going forward. But let's waste no more time chatting like I have been most of this episode, and let's keep going. So we have Monstro left, and we have Halloween Town. We are going to go to Monstro. What a weird place. Everything's kind of springy and soft. Nice and warm, too. I'm starting to feel like a nap. Shouldn't you be a little more worried? Who's there? Don't you get it? You're inside the belly of Monstro the whale. Why, I know that voice. Pinocchio? Pinocchio, it's you! Come on out! Is that you, Jiminy? Gosh, I never thought I'd meet you here. You can't get away from me, son. I'm your conscience. Your conscience should guide whatever you do, remember? Sure, Jiminy. I've been a good boy while you were gone. I didn't tell a single lie. Uh-oh. Well, for Pete's sake. Oops. But How did you end up inside Monstro anyway? We, sort of used a special way. It's so special, we don't know how we did it. That's too bad. I was hoping you could help me and Father get out of here. Well, I'll be. Geppetto's here too? Sure. Want to see him? Follow me. Obtained Key of Beginnings. So something, I forget if it was last episode or episode 3, something that happened during battle was I queued up some cards in like that little arsenal at the top left. I don't remember what that's formally called, as if you're going to do a sleight. And as I was getting them together, I had 2 cards there, and suddenly I activated them as if I had 3 cards. And I was confused as to how I did that, but I figured it out. Essentially what happens is when you have a cards queued up there and you go through your deck to like as if you're going to reload more cards, because you're on that reload card, when you click the buttons to queue up those stored cards, it doesn't have anything to pull, so it just activates them. So that's kind of cool. It's a cool little strategy to know about. I'm not sure how useful it will be throughout the game, but I'm glad I figured it out. One thing I'd be interested to know from folks who are watching this and enjoying this Let's Play is, do you enjoy watching the battles? Like, is this something that you find enjoyable? Because these are getting harder and harder, and it feels like it will be more prudent to cut some of them out more often than not. I guess let me know in comments how you feel. Because it does get really repetitive, and, I want this to be, entertaining. I love Blizzaga. It is so good. Alright, so we are at another door. Not the door where we need to go, but I thought I would take a break to use the Calm Bounty card and see what we find on the other side. Some health. Don't really need that, but cool. Fire Raid. Ooh. Is that in here? It is. Hurl the Keyblade and inflict fire damage. Fire rate is fire, and then 2 attack cards. That is really cool. How about I put that in my deck right now? So if we get rid of Simba... Or, well, let's move Simba down here for a sec. All right, we've got it figured out. We have Fire Raid in our deck. which I'm pretty excited about. And then we'll have this row, which is just kind of random stuff. I will admit that I'm not sure how to feel about my deck, and ever since I've had this realization, I almost wish I hadn't, because I think I was doing better before. But, yeah, I'm kind of stumped, and I'm not sure. I mean, part of it is doing it to myself, but also, like, I remember what worked best for me, and so I imagine I'll just get used to it, but dang, it's been hard. It's been hard getting used to how I used to do things, but we're trying. We are trying. Is that it? Oh yes, give me the Moogle points. Wow, just one chest. I thought there'd be two at least. I wonder if this is a special room here. Like one of those, let me just take a look at it. Yep. Yeah, that's what I thought. Geppetto! Bless my soul, it's Jiminy Cricket! How in the world did you get here? You tell me! How does a clockmaker wind up in the belly of a whale? Well, it's a long story. So you sailed out to look for Pinocchio? And Monstro swallowed you? Well, it was worth it because I found my son. But now you can't get out, can you? It must be awful being stuck inside Monstro. Not if Pinocchio and I are together. I couldn't live without him. There's nothing better than being reunited with someone you care about. Aww. I feel the same way, Geppetto. I don't care if I'm trapped here, so long as I have Pinocchio. He's such a good boy. Me to my cats. They're such good boys. Well, he still tells fibs, but with a little help from me... Oh, Jiminy, you worry too much. Speaking of Pinocchio, where is he? He was here a minute ago. Where's he gone this time? I expect he's off exploring. That boy has been poking around just about every square inch of Monstro. He won't tell me why it's so important. I tell him it's dangerous, but he won't listen. That puppet's a handful. Sora, if you don't mind. I know. You want us to help you find him, right? Come on, guys. Let's get going. Obtained Key of Guidance. Well, we've pretty much done everything we can in this space. I've opened up most of the rooms, so now it's just a matter of making our way back. Oh! Pinocchio, you naughty boy! You know Geppetto worries when you wander off by yourself. Jiminy was worried too. I'm sorry. What are you doing anyway? Looking for something? Yeah. I'm looking for treasure. Here we go again. But, Jiminy... Now, don't be so hard on the little fella, Jiminy. We promised not to get mad, Pinocchio. Is that why you're afraid to tell? Goofy, such father of the year. Father of the year. No need to fret. Tell us the truth. We'll understand. Put your trust in Goofy. I was looking for a way out. Father says he's happy, but it's my fault we're stuck here. I shouldn't have run away from home. I want to help Father get home to the workshop. But he'll worry if I tell him what I'm doing. I get it, so that's why you had to lie. You did it because you love your dad. All you need now is courage. What? Tell Geppetto the truth. With a little courage, you can do it. If you tell him how you really feel, I bet it'll help you find a way out. And we'll give you a hand. Really? You'll help us? Okay, I'll give it a try. Wish me luck, Jiminy. No more keeping secrets then. Have we got a deal? Sure, I'll be brave and tell Father how I really feel. No lies this time. Great, then your nose won't. What's happening? I got a bad feeling about this. Pinocchio, run for it. Pinocchio, where are you? Help! I'm trapped! What? Alright, here we go. Wait, what is happening? I guess I can't jump to attack him? I have to stand in the poison? Oh, shoot.
Goofy! Here! 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 Heal!
Oh, God. Okay. Okay. I'm trying. Oh, boy. This is... it's a rough one. Oh boy. The heck? Oh my gosh, I am... Oh my god.
Heal. Here.
Okay, so that was a less than graceful fight. I don't know how to feel right now about that. I'm a little frustrated at myself, but also frustrated at the game because that just felt... I wasn't getting something. Clearly I wasn't getting something. You saw I was struggling. I'm not quite sure... I'm not quite sure what I missed, but it's fine. We're done the fight, that's all that matters. Help me, I'm scared! Pinocchio, be brave! How? Don't give up. Try fighting your way out. Be brave. Okay, I'll try. Pinocchio, are you alright? Don't worry, I'm okay. Just a little sticky. But I have a great idea. The Heartless spit me out when I started struggling. Why don't we try the same thing with Monstro? Of course. If we're lucky, Monstro might cough us up. Great idea. Let's go deeper inside and try it. I'm going too. No, it's too dangerous. Aw, come on. You should be with Geppetto. No use escaping from Monstro if you two get separated again. Leave this to us. I guess you're right. Be careful, everybody. Obtain key to truth. So, okay, I was just thinking about it a little bit there, and like, okay. So something I want to bring up is how, I guess, the combat works in this game and why people get so bent out of shape when talking about this game. Because something I hear quite often, especially from, actually it's not just like non-KH fans, it's KH fans as well, the opinion that seems to infiltrate all of just gaming as a whole, gaming spaces as a whole, is that Chain of Memories and Rechain of Memories have a complicated combat system and therefore are not worthy of people even giving a chance. And you just saw the fight I had. I didn't like that fight, and I don't remember disliking it in Rechain. For that matter, I don't dislike it in KH1, but of course that is, you know, different because of the combat. But I was struggling a lot, and, you know, I got it first try, and that's great, but I almost died a few times, and I didn't expect that. And I do think there's something to be said about calm and the card battle system and the real-time action and the fact that, yes, this game is complicated, and yes, the combat could use some tweaking. It's not perfect. That said, I do get somewhat annoyed when people just sort of dismiss this game entirely. I can't tell you how many folks I've talked to who, when going through the KH series, or, you know, even Kingdom Hearts fans themselves, like, will just push this one to the side and just watch the cutscenes, that they don't even want to bother with the combat. And I just want to say that if you are someone that has a copy of this game or Rechain, I highly recommend you just give it a try. Especially with Rechain, you can put it on the easiest difficulty. That's what I did when I first played, because I also was very intimidated by the combat, and I really didn't want to try it. It's why I didn't play it for so long. So I really wanted to give the game a try, wanted to see how I would do, and that's why I played Rechain on beginner, and I got through it, and I was really proud of myself, and eventually I played on proud mode, and I beat the game on proud, and that's one of my gaming highlights as far as I'm concerned. I am one of those people who, not all of the time, but sometimes I like a good challenge in games. I like a game to push me, and Rechain did that, and I can feel Chain of Memories doing that too, but the Jafar fight, for example, the Jafar fight felt bad, just bad, where the fight I just had wasn't bad maybe, but there were just cues that I was not picking up on. And I know the general mechanics, right? You're not supposed to stand in the poison, and you're supposed to stand on those little platforms. But I will say that the movement in Chain of Memories, it wasn't easy getting on the platforms, and then I couldn't tell why my slides weren't going through. I don't know if it was because I was in the poison or what. I shouldn't say my slides, but just my combo attacks. So I all at once get why people don't want to approach this game, and at the same time I get annoyed that they don't want to approach it. It's a complicated space to be in, but yeah, I guess my overwhelming thought is that even though this game is a struggle, I would encourage anybody who's maybe watching this and thinks that they don't want to try com or recom, I would just say, give it a shot, see how you do. And if you don't like it, you don't like it, and that's fine. But at least try it. Don't dismiss it, is what I'm saying, because you might end up liking it. All right. So we still have our boss deck equipped. And now we have this. Looks like this is as far as we go. Ready then? Let's shake things up. It would be easier if we had someone to fight. Perfect timing. Looks like we've got company. Probably shouldn't have equipped my boss deck for this because I just realized that it's just a horde of enemies that we're fighting. But that's okay. That hit no one.
Goofy! Come on! Here! Here! Free! Goofy! Come on! Free!
Oh god.
Heal! 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 Here! 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 Donald! Here! Goofy! Come on! Here! 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 Fire! Power! Here! Here! Free! Goofy! Come on! Free! Here!
Not doing too good with those zeros.
Here! Here! Here. Power. Here. Free. Here. 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 Power. Here. Free. Heal. Here. 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 Here.
All right. I mean, that wasn't the best fight in the world, but it worked. All right, Monstro. Cough us up this instant. It didn't work. Maybe we did it wrong? We'll just have to put up a better fight. It might work better if we defeat the Heartless in rapid succession. Want to give it another go? No? Did I fail? What? Alright, well, I guess this gives me a good opportunity to put on a deck that I actually want. Goodness gracious. Alright. Oh my goodness. Alright, y'all, we're starting again. All right, the issue that I'm running into is that, you know, I'm spamming the cards as much as I can to get them all in groups, but the problem is that I run, like, anytime I stop attacking, that meter starts decreasing almost instantly, and then I have to reload my deck, and it takes longer and longer, and it feels like I'm in this non-stop loop that I can't control. I have no control over. So this is sucky. It's pretty sucky. I'm not gonna lie. This is what I would call a terrible section of the game. And look, you heard me earlier in the video, like, I get frustrated that people complain about this game, but I don't think they're complaining about this section in particular. But, like, I don't know, like, I'm kind of hating this right now. So, you know, I would not wish this section on anybody. So I'm gonna keep trying to get through it. I'm honestly unsure if, like, I've been recording for a while now and I need to eat dinner, so I don't know if I should, like, stop recording or what, but we're gonna keep trying and we'll see if I'll have to do this in another play session. Yeah, this is miserable. This is outright miserable. Feels like one of those gimmicky fights that turn people off to games like this. And it's a little unfortunate to say that because I'm a big defender of Chain of Memories. And they're losing me. Like, look at that. Like, I can't even have healing in my deck because of, like, this stupid fight. And then I'm all the way down to the bottom of the bar again. That's the crazy thing. And then, of course, I have lower cards, so, like, I'm constantly getting card broken. And now I'm in the 3s, so, like... And then I'll take damage. And it's not worth it using Donald and Goofy. Oh, thank God. Well, thank God we're done that. Whew. I was afraid we weren't going to finish that in this play session, and it was making me a bit frustrated and sad. But, whew. You and me both, Sora. You and me both. What now? It's working. Monstro's gonna sneeze. Ow. Now I know what getting shot out of a cannon feels like. Where's Pinocchio and his dad? They're gone. They must have gotten out safely. Without you, Jiminy? I thought there was no escaping your conscience. I don't mind being left behind, as long as they're both safe. Maybe Pinocchio doesn't need me after all. What do you mean? That little puppet used to have trouble telling right from wrong. But he's come a long way. Maybe he doesn't need Jiminy Cricket anymore. Maybe he's better off without me nagging him all the time. Don't you remember what Geppetto said? There's nothing better than being reunited with someone you care about. I bet Pinocchio's counting the days till he can see you again. Well, what do you know? You might be right. Ooh, we earned that achievement. We earned it. Alright, well, I'm going to end the episode here, but not before I quickly just give my roundabout thoughts of this world, which is not good. I went into this episode being very optimistic and very defensive of Chain of Memories because I've just been hearing a lot of slander the past few days. It's not like recent things people are saying. This is like videos I've been watching that were posted, within the last 5 years. And I feel an attachment to this game, and I love it, and I want to defend it. Well, I say I love it. I've played Rechain. I love Rechain, and so, you know, I've been loving Chain of Memories until this world. This world was frustrating and gimmicky in ways that I really hated. That final Heartless fight was miserable, and I am glad we got past it, and I never want to do that again. It was miserable. So my opinion of Chain of Memories isn't too good right now. Plus, I've been recording for a really long time. I hoped to record a few episodes today, and I've only recorded one this entire play session. So I'm really hoping that come Halloween Town, we will be out of the gimmicky crap. I know Oogie Boogie has some gimmicks, but, you know, I enjoy those gimmicks. We'll see how they play out in Chain of Memories versus Rechain. Anyway, I apologize for my frustration. I would like not to be frustrated on here. I want this to be a nice, cozy playthrough and to be fun and lighthearted, but unfortunately, this game might not always invite that, and I have to be ready for that possibility. So hopefully it doesn't get as bad as today, but we will, I guess, just have to find out. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and maybe subscribe to the channel, and maybe share it with your friends or your social media community. And with that, I will see you all in the next episode. Goodbye.